Stop the Jason Robertson trade rumors. Why the Dallas Stars won't deal him, 2025 NHL Offseason. #### Let's end the Jason Robertson trade talk. As we find ourselves over a month into the offseason, it's astonishing that the conversation surrounding the potential trade of Jason Robertson continues to thrive. The moment the Stanley Cup final wrapped up, speculation about the 25-year-old's future became one of the most tantalizing what-ifs in the hockey world. And why wouldn't it be? This is a player who, just 2 seasons ago, shattered a Stars franchise record by amassing 109 points, establishing himself as the much-anticipated successor to Mike Modano as the American face of the franchise. Although Robertson's style of play has evolved since that remarkable season, it's rare to see wingers of his caliber and age even enter trade discussions. I wish I could say I'm surprised that this debate is still alive, especially as the likelihood of a trade seems to diminish. In today's aggregation-driven media landscape, the discussions surrounding Robertson have developed their own subculture of narratives. Insiders, particularly those from Toronto, frequently bring up the possibility on various podcasts and radio shows. Local sports writers propose hypothetical trades that their teams could make for the Stars winger. The prevailing narrative suggests that Jason Robertson may not be part of the Dallas Stars come October. So, here we are in mid-July, and I feel compelled to inject some nuance into the Robertson conversation based on insights I've gathered from conversations with individuals across the NHL. First and foremost, it's crucial to understand that the Stars are not actively seeking to trade Jason Robertson. Contrary to what some might think, Stars general manager Jim Nill hasn't sent out a message in the NHL GM group chat, yes, that exists, soliciting offers for the player. Additionally, it's vital to recognize that Robertson is a controllable asset for the next 2 seasons. He will play this upcoming season under a contract that carries a cap hit of $7.75 million, after which he will become a restricted free agent. If an extension isn't reached this season, the Stars will almost certainly extend him a qualifying offer of $9.3 million to retain his rights, giving them more time to explore one of 3 potential paths. They could negotiate further with Robertson in hopes of integrating him into a long-term core that already features talents like Wyatt Johnston, Roope Hintz, Mikko Rantanen, Jake Oettinger, and Miro Heiskanen. Alternatively, they could wait to see if another NHL team opts to sign Robertson to an offer sheet, which would give Dallas 7 days to either match the offer or let him go. Lastly, they could consider trading him. All these options are on the table, but it's essential to note that these are more pressing concerns for the summer of 2026 than for the summer of 2025. The reality is that without a trade that brings in another superstar winger, the Stars are unlikely to contend for the Stanley Cup this season. This was precisely why Nill decided to part ways with Pete DeBoer and bring in Glenn Gulutzan to help the Stars overcome their Western Conference final hurdle. Moreover, with Mason Marchment now traded, the depth behind Robertson on the left wing is precarious. Jamie Benn is back on a team-friendly contract, but at 35, he shouldn't be relied upon as a second-line player. Following him are Sam Steele and Oscar Back, both solid players, yet neither is a game-changer. For this upcoming season, at least, Gulutzan will need Robertson to have any chance of success. The consensus across the NHL supports this view. Personally, I figured they wouldn't trade him after moving Marchment, one NHL executive shared with D Magazine. Jim Nill tends to think ahead. If he was trading Marchment, he likely felt confident that Robertson would be playing for Dallas this year. An NHL assistant coach remarked that losing Robertson would make the Stars a much easier team to face this season, especially if a trade involved prospects or picks. Another NHL executive added, the Stars have discussed trading Robertson, but that's just Jim's way of exploring options. He's always on the lookout for a good deal, just look at how the Rantanen trade unfolded. The reference to the Mikko Rantanen trade serves as a reminder of the Stars' current strategy. While Nill isn't playing it safe, he's also not being reckless. Yes, trading Robertson now could yield assets that would bolster the Stars' thin prospect pool. It would also eliminate any concerns regarding the financials of Thomas Harley's upcoming contract. However, the overarching goal remains clear, to get closer to the Stanley Cup. Trading Robertson would take Dallas in the opposite direction. Perhaps keeping him will lead to a more significant challenge in 2026, but the Stars are willing to take that risk if it means reaching new heights in 2025.